Good day to everyone. I am Amin P. Makakana. This time, I am going to discuss higher thinking skills through IT-based projects. Learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, the student can discuss the higher thinking skills through IT-based projects. Explain the three case components of constructivist approach. And last, describe the four IT-based projects. Overview. In this lesson, we shall discuss what is thinking skills, what is higher thinking skills through IT-based projects, what are the key elements of constructivist approach, what is the importance of higher thinking skills, and four types of based projects, which can effectively be used in order to engage students in activities of a higher plane of thinking. What is thinking skills? It is a cognitive process that used to solve problems, make different decisions, asking questions, making plans, organizing, and creating information. It is also refers to the ability of the student to understand and address problems based on all available information. Teachers should be aware of the definition and the distinction among various thinking skills, introduce skills directly as lesson, and incorporate thinking strategies into content. What is higher thinking skills through IT-based projects? It is a combination of the following skills. First is analyzing. Analyzing is ability to distinguish differences and similarities. Second is synthesizing, is making spontaneous connections among ideas, thus generating or new ideas. And the last is promoting. Promoting means selling of a new ideas to allow the public to test the ideas themselves. We have three components of a constructivist approach to instruction. Namely, first is the teacher creating the learning environment. Second is the teacher giving students the tool. Thirdly is the teacher facilitating learning. What is the importance of higher thinking skills? Higher thinking skills can help you to solve problems efficient by anticipating connections between different ideas. Some cognitive researchers organize the ways they understand thoughts, processes, using taxonomies and other words for category. Let's move in the four IT-based projects. First is resource-based projects. Secondly is simple creation. Third is guided hypermedia projects. And fourthly is wave-based projects. Let's move on the resource-based projects. The teacher steps out of the traditional role of being a context, expert and information provider, and instead lets the students find their own facts and information. The general flow of events in resource-based projects are the first, the teacher determines the topic for the examination of class. Second, the teacher presents the problem to the class. Third, the students finds information on the problem and questions. Fourthly, is students organize their information in response to the problems and questions. The table below can provide the difference between traditional and resource-based learning approach to instruction. Traditional learning model, the teacher is expert and information provides, while in resource-based learning model, teacher is a guide and facilitator. Second, textbooks is the source of information, while in the resource-based learning model, sources are varied, such as print, video, internet, and many more. Thirdly, in traditional learning model, focus on facts, information, and package in neat parcels, while in resource-based learning model, focus on learning inquiry, quest, or discovery. Fourthly, the traditional learning model of the product is the be-all and end-all of learning, while in resource-based learning model, emphasis on process. Lastly, in traditional learning model, assessment is quantitative, while in resource-based learning model, assessment is quantitative and qualitative. The second of four IT-based projects, which is simple creations. In here, the students are assigned to make or create their software's materials to supplement for the relevant and effective materials. Creativity cannot planning, making, assembling, designing, or building. Creativity is said to combine three kinds of skills and abilities, such as analyzing. Analyzing means distinguishing similarities and differences, seeing the projects as a problem to be solved. Secondly is synthesizing. Synthesizing is making spontaneous connections among ideas, thus generating interesting or new ideas. And lastly is promoting. Promoting means selling of new ideas to allow the public to taste the ideas themselves. To develop creativity, the following 5 key tasks may be recommended. First is define the task. Second is brainstorming. Thirdly is judge the ideas. Fourth is act. And lastly is adapt flexibility. So let's move on to the third, which is guided hypermedia projects. The production of self-made multimedia projects can be approached into different ways. First is instructive tools. Like for example, PowerPoint presentation of a selective topic. Second is communication tool. Like for instance, multimedia presentations such as with text, graphs, photos, audio narration, interviews, video clips, and many more. Simulate a television news show. So fourthly is web-based projects. Students are asked to create and post web page on at a given topic. So that's all my discussion. Thank you to those who are listening, and God bless.